Hello, I'm Fred Zorgdragger, and today I'm going to show you how the McDonald brothers reinvented the fast food industry and changed the world. One of the biggest barriers in human history is the way things are done. When someone dares to do something different and can't reach their goal, implementing current procedures, norms, and standards, progress becomes a problem. At that point, most give up, stalling progress. In every historical era, the majority tend to limit their mind to what is done in the moment, not what can be done in the future. The McDonald brothers refused this historical precedent and dared to do it differently, using barriers as bridges to opportunities for historical change and progress. Instead of dreaming, the brothers started scheming, innovating concepts for structuring a restaurant, restructuring the service to better meet customers' demands. In 1948, in Pasadena, California, the McDonald brothers broke the mold of how the restaurant kitchen was designed and broke the barrier of what limited their minds and implemented that to make food cheaper, faster, and more efficient. Right now, I have a box. This box is a magical box. See, I'm going to use this string. I'm going to take this string and cut it with the box. Now, this is pretty much what the McDonald's brothers, they took a huge amount of time that it took to make food, to get it out, to scale it even, and they shortened it to a smaller length. So, by just putting this in here, I am going to show you what the McDonald brothers did. They took this huge piece of string and turned it into a small one, making time that it took for the restaurant to go shorter than ever before. Now, please enjoy a skit performed by Richard and Maurice about a conversation that the McDonald brothers could have had. Hey, Maurice, you know how our restaurant is really successful? And we have a bunch of employees, we're making a huge profit, and other really good things. Yes? Why? Well, lately, and with a lot of restaurants, employees and, well, mainly customers have been complaining that the food takes too long to get out. They love the food, but sometimes it gets out and it's not the same as it was before, or it was cold because it was waiting too long, or just it took way too long. Yeah, I know that problem. Do you have a solution? Well, I was just wondering if we could try to brainstorm a solution to try to do something different. Yeah, let's think about that. Do you have any ideas? Well, our sales reports came back, and we sell more burgers than we do anything else. So, what if we only sold burgers? Well, listen, we could just sell burgers, okay? And like fries and milkshakes and yeah. And then we could just maximize on efficiency just to get those things done. Well, I see what you're saying, but that's still stuff that we need to get out. Besides, how will this go cheaper for us? Now we're just going to have to get more experienced employees for each of those. Well, I don't know. Do you have any ideas? Because I'm really at a loss. Well, I mean, how about this? Well, actually, I went down to the car factory the other day because I got a customized car. And so I went there to go get my customized car and I could go see in through the factory and what they were working on. Yeah, and what did you notice? Well, cars used to be really, really expensive. Like they're expensive now, but like really expensive. And so they tried to make it faster, cheaper, and supply more at a time, like scaling. Okay, well, how could we implement that into food? Well, a few things. For burgers and stuff, they go to one spot to go cook the burger, then they go to another spot to toast the bun. They have to do every single step in different areas. So for the car manufacturing, they just took all of the steps that they needed and put it in one spot. So they'd have the spot where you cook the burger, toast it, and everything that you put on it in one spot so that they could make it quickly. Wow, we could do that. And we could even have heat lamps to keep the food warm, and so we can make more burgers at a time and just keep them warm so that they're ready when they're ordered. Yeah, and another part is they didn't get super experienced people who made it because they just had all the steps ready there. So what if we hired less experienced employees who made the burgers and didn't really know how to do it? Like they knew how, but they didn't have like a degree in burger making or went to culinary school. Yeah, we could just tell them the steps, give them like a little sheet, and then have them put the burgers together. And the last thing, how they made it to scale, is they just continually made them, and when they were ready to order. So, you said the heat lamp, we could totally do that. Yeah, that totally works, but, I mean, couldn't we like still sell our slow cooked ribs? I mean, I just really like them, and yeah. Well, the key word there is slow. I mean, besides, what would we call it, a McRib? Now you are going to see the McDonald brothers cook burgers, and they're going to show you the two different processes. This is how I think that we can make the burgers really quickly. Observe. We have 2 buns, toasted, add some ketchup, onion, add a burger, and 1 pickle. That is how quickly we could efficiently make these burgers. It's a good burger. Well, this is how the burgers are made right now. 2 buns and ingredients. Oh, they're going so, shoot. I made it so quickly that I forgot some ingredients and some steps. Might as well get it out before we get more orders in. Yum. See, the McDonald brothers broke the barriers of taking the food industry and then adding the automobile industry into the food industry, really affecting them financially for the better. But is food as good now as it was back then? Just because they sometimes messed up a burger doesn't mean that they always did. Usually their burgers are very good. So, is breaking a barrier that only helps you really a barrier that should be broken? Walk away from here thinking about this. Is a chance to break a barrier always a chance to make the world better? Or is the ability to break a barrier also the ability to break the world?